Bill Ledford? Nobody. Why? Oh, Bill needs the money. That's why.
We're back, second quarter action. West Virginia trailing BC 3-0 from Mountaineer Field in Morgantown, West Virginia. Boy, the colors down here are absolutely magnificent. The trees and the fall at its finest. Only thing missing is a blue sky, and we're trying to hold the rains off right now. Halloran. And stopped at the 2. They will not drive him back into the end zone, but Mike Fox, who is a surprising starter, and with a little help from Darnell Warren, number 54. And that'll bring up a 4th and 15 from the 2.
Take a look. Here's 54, Darnell Warren coming on the inside. Fox is there, 61. He's the freshman redshirt. A lot of youth. Warren is a freshman. Fox is a freshman.
And Jamie Lamont calling for the fair catch at the 45-yard line on a kick that time by David Rooney. So there's Jamie Lamont, one of the freshmen. Boy, they have a terrific freshman group that they're not playing right now. And the facilities here, they took us for a tour yesterday. Outstanding. Some of the best we've seen in the country. Craig Taylor now will check in at a fullback. Chris Pecan will come out, and for the first quarter, Kyle, there they are.
Well, not really very significant.
Well, other than the fact that West Virginia has a slight edge on total yards.
And they're both moving the ball, which will put them both around 375, 400 on the afternoon if they maintain this pace.
A missed field goal by BC, a made field goal by BC from 37. That's the story. 3-zip. And it's Undra Johnson trying the middle. They want to establish the ground game. Tom Perrell, the nose guard, dragged him down right there. There's Nugent, Perrell playing the big boys in the middle.
Number 72, Tom Perrell.
You might think the two of those would make up a Mike Ruth, but actually both these fellas have done a terrific job all by themselves. Second down, 7 on the 42-yard line. Boston College with that 5-man front. And intended for Talley, and it's knocked away. Over here this time, covering on the play, was Garrick McPherson. How about that for a name? Garrick McPherson, me boy. 5'8" and 173.
Yeah, still limping a little bit. He sprained an ankle before the SMU game, missed that whole thing, and we saw numerous times McPherson has been picked on. That was not a good pass by Reed, thrown well behind John Talley, and Talley made a good break to the inside. That should have been completed reception for West Virginia.
Grannis Bell is to the near side, and they've got Harvey Smith on the far side on a 3rd and 7. Draw. Undra again. And Undra cracked, but he gets down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. Andy Hemmer. Here's Undra, and now Undra comes out of there. Did they bring Holifield in? Let's just check here and double. I believe that Holifield is in the ball game for the first time. Co-captain. Table this week. Nope, they're not going that way. They're going to bypass Holifield and go to Pat Randolph. Randolph had a 96-yard run this year for a touchdown. And there he is. To the 30. Inside, close to the 29. Romanowski, the first man. Nickerson, McPherson. Nixon, incidentally, has a wife who's expecting a baby any moment.
Here's a look at the speedy Randolph. Moves to the outside, but the secondary moves up. McPherson is there.
Coming behind the players, rather than open.
Pelagato is there. Creshpane.
The ball goes over the 30.
Second down, about 6. Denny Reed. Taylor. Bent in half by Bosa. And from underneath that time, Nixon, or Nickerson, with an E in it. And that's as far as he's going to go. And 3rd down and very short. Jack Bicknell. A lover of horses in football. Remember the last time we saw him, he just refinanced the house. Feeling good.
Oh, he was.
Feeling real good when they beat Cal. 3rd down and 1. Pat Randolph. And he beat Vincent Munn, and he's chased down and forced out by Carl Crespane for the first down. Just about to the 20-yard line.
Take a look again. One reason why the fans really enjoy seeing this young man with the ball, Pat Randolph. Not only the big run that he had, the 96-yarder, but has got some of the speed on the outside. And as Eddie's mentioned, has had a tragic career here with the calcium in the thigh. And he did score a big touchdown a few years ago against Penn State in '84 and picked up big yardage. That first victory over Penn State they had in 3 decades.
Ben Reed, he may get a flag. Yes, sir. That time all over Smith was Munn. Or was it Phillips?
No.
I'm saying Calvin Phillips.
Here's the obvious push. Don't think Munn will be mum on this one. Let's take a look. Reed is in the backfield. And right across the top should be 28. Vincent Munn, it is.
And Calvin Phillips was the receiver.
There's Reed again, another short drop, looking for the look-in pass.
Pass, interference, defense, and automatic first down.
See the obvious call, the ball being moved to the point of the foul.
So a big foul by Vince Munn. And Benny Reed wants silence as they have a chance now. And slipping at the line was Randolph, the junior from Folsom, Pennsylvania. John Bosa was the sergeant at arms on the play. Second down coming. Nugent was all over the play also. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Randolph again. Boston College is ready for it. Terrific read that time by Crespane to force the flow back inside to the pursuit. And he did an outstanding job of coming up and forcing the play back into the tacklers.
Well, that man, number 72, Tom Perrell, could make things happen. Perrell dropping his 260 pounds or so on Randolph after the good defensive play by the BC secondary to stretch it out.
3rd down and 7. Nugent was injured 2 plays before, so he's out of the ball game for BC. So that's a big man out of the middle of their line. Perrell will have to handle it alone on a 3rd and 7. Talley's got it, and then dropped it. Coverage in the corner, Vince Munn. Carl Crespane, the strong safety, was also there, but Talley could not hang on. So it's a 4th and 7, and this time they'll bring in Charlie Ballman to try and tie it up with a field goal. There's John Talley.
Thought that was a catchable ball unless he was able to get a hand in there. Ball thrown very well by Reed.
Mike Timko, the starting quarterback before today, will hold. A 24-yard attempt. That's good. And we have a tie ball game. So there it is. And for our local cable systems, we'll pause now for these messages.
Barbara Bach is an unwelcome guest. Just get the room ready. The Unseen, tonight at 8.
Harry, is the muffler on yet? It better be. I've got to get to the grocery, pick up the kids, go to the laundry. How long does it take you to put on a muffler?
Harry, haven't you heard about Silent Sam the Muffler Man?
Who?
Silent Sam the Muffler Man. Harry, look at yourself. You're a mess. Silent Sam can install your muffler while you wait. Take it from me, Harry. Some things are out of your hands.
It may be out of my hands, but not out of reach at Silent Sam the Muffler Man.
Silent Sam the Muffler Man, corner of Kentucky at Walnut.
When it comes to finding a good movie, I watch the lines. You can do the same thing with money market accounts, too. To find the best one, look where the most people have put the most money. Not surprisingly, it's at Old National. So if you haven't reviewed our money market checking and savings yet, take it from those who have. It's a hit. Free popcorns, please.
Old National, Old National.
At Halftime today, we're going to have a look at Temple University's bid for a Heisman Trophy. We'll have a lighter moment with Jack Bicknell, the Eagles coach. We'll have first half stats, highlights, and more. That's halftime today from Mountaineer Field, where right now 10:20 to play in the second quarter, and it's 3-3.
Here's a matchup I wanted to see, because you've got kicking off a good kickoff receiving team. They're only allowing about 14 yards on kickoff returns, 12 yards. West Virginia is, and they don't want to get it to Kelvin Martin.
It comes up short, and it's Duke St. Pierre. So the deep men never got a chance to handle it. Tyrone Taylor and Gregory, and Duke St. Pierre will come up off the bottom, and there he is right there. It was a reserve fullback and a specialty teams member for the Boston College Eagles. So they're going to spot it down, Kyle, at about the 29.
Both Taylor and Gregory averaging well over 20 yards per return.
Sean Halloran is the quarterback. One running back with him. And in motion, Kelvin Martin. There's Martin on the reverse. He's a big play man, Kelvin Martin. And Martin is hustled out by Lockwood, the corner, and Travis Curtis, who last year in this particular game intercepted 3 passes.
Watch left tackle number 70, Oliver. Oliver's going to try to get out on the outside to give a block. The guard pulled.
Gain of 7, 7-3.
Here's a look on the outside. Flutie is again has to crack back. Doesn't go low, does a good job of blocking high, which allows Martin to pick up the good yardage.
Second down, 3. Jim Bell. First down and more. Pickett was there. He was one of the linebackers in on the tackle. Also, they had Pat Marlatt, number 95, a sophomore from Princeton, New Jersey, 6'6", 260. Boy, large young fellow. Wonder what they feed him. Just give him a stall and let him munch. First down and 10, ball on the 42. Jim Bell. And the tailback getting closer to the 50-yard line, stopped by Travis Curtis, who before this season started was an All-American selection in some camps. 5'10", 160, 76, a senior from Potomac, Maryland. Jim Bell is hustled out. Stratford has come in for Boston College. He's the tailback in the eye. Troy Stratford. They needed 4. Spun around by Darnell Warren. Matt Smith was there. A fumble on the play. David Grant, the nose tackle, was also around the ball, number 98. What's happening, Jack? No, if you didn't know what he was doing out there, you'd think that he had lost some change. Got some rooms for rent out there.
Oh, boy.
Third down and 3. I wonder if that's the signal that he uses in the barnyard to get the horses to come to the hay. Jim Bell.
First down.
Remember the game he had against Cal in our opener, Kyle? Wasn't he terrific? Over 100 yards. David Grant, the tackler.
Good fighting ability. He has more power than Stratford, but I'll tell you what, you will not hit Stratford's square. Here's Jimmy Bell, 400-meter champion in high school. Very rare for a tailback, fullback type who's a power runner to have that kind of speed, but Bell has it. He's trying to call on the left side, get the 3 receivers on the left, the tight end, flanker, and a halfback.
Allen first down. And hung on to on the far side. That was Troy Stratford, the tailback, and Larry Holly and Darnell Warren were the men that greeted him.
Always for Boston College, and particularly in the Flutie years it was true, and also with Sean Halloran, using the tight end, using the tailback. For many years when Flutie was quarterback, the tight end and the tailback had more receptions than the wide receivers did.
Stratford slips and falls going to the far side. The field may be a little wet. We had an overnight rain in this morning, drizzling just prior to game time. There's also a very high crown in that field, so Stratford was really running downhill that time. He tried to turn the corner, didn't make it. Averaging 4-3 every time he handles the ball. Gregory will go out, and coming in will be Kelvin Martin, one of the Eagle co-captains. 3rd down, 3. Halloran is 7 for 10 passing. Troy Stratford. Stiff arms Darryl Holly, gets to the 35, flag thrown. Face mask, what was it?
Well, not sure. Could very well be face mask.
On the other side.
On the other side.
Could have been Stratford that hooked his hand. And they're talking to West Virginia.
Well, it was a tit for tat because Stratford, in using his forearm ability or his straight arm, put his face right in the West Virginia defenders. Put his hand in his face.
That's a biggie. Let's pick up the call here from the official, James Garvey.
We've got a personal foul, tackling by the face mask on the defense, and a 1st down.
Now, had that only been an incidental face mask, let's take a look. And we'll see Sean Halloran dumping it off to Stratford again. There's Stratford. Stratford will use the straight arm, gets the ball in the right hand. There's the straight arm, and now the grab. 5 yards if it's an unintentional face mask. That was a 15-yarder.
A pass that time intended for Waddle. Under coverage by Stacy Smith for not. 2nd down, 10. Tom Waddle from Cincinnati Moeller. A very familiar school to high school football followers, and one of the many recruits that they have here in the BC roster from that school. That's where Jerry Faust coached before going to the Golden Dome.
Got, in fact, 2 quarterbacks on BC from Moeller High School.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Halloran to Stratford. And the little tailback is bent in half as he gets to the 19. Lucas was there. Big guy, Lucas, 273, a 6'6" senior.
Stratford had an opportunity to not be playing this year had he not had the bad hamstring last season. 1985 would have been the farewell for Troy Stratford on the BC offense, but he got the medical red shirt, elected to come back, and is now in graduate school. So many of the Boston College players have elected to stay around, including Sean Halloran, for postgraduate work to be able to play football for a 5th year.
3rd and 5. Flags. Halloran will go down in a heap of blue and gold. Robert Pickett.
Oh, and David Wydell is still down. He had his knee turned underneath him, holding obviously against the BC offense. Jeff Lucas wanted to know who it was against so he can taunt him a little bit.
Pickett, I believe, may have something to do with this one. Oh, that Lucas is
We've got
big
offensive
man.
holding, decline, 4th down.
All right, there you got it. A 4th down.
One more time. There's Halloran in the backfield. See if we can see a little bit of the holding. The flag has been thrown. It was on the right side of the line. And so this is going to set up for a field goal. This is going to be a 39-yard field goal attempt.
Lowe is 1 for 2 today.
But he's made them from 41. That's his longest on the season.
He has a 37 in the books this afternoon. It's in the air. Good. A 39-yard field goal for Brian Lowe, and the Eagles lead by 3 from Mountaineer Field.
It's your money, son. But if you want my advice, buy another Subaru.
Sure, Dad.
I thought we agreed you'd buy a Subaru.
But, Dad, I did.
The Subaru XT, the sport magazine Super Bowl MVP award.
There's a tendency in business to focus on the big picture. But at Cigna, we realize the big picture is actually made up of millions of smaller pictures. which is why our companies provide an array of insurance, health care, employee benefits, and financial services to millions of individuals and thousands of businesses. One person at a time. Cigna, personalized service to business around the world.
6-3 Boston College, and Kyle, that's a hat you wore to breakfast this morning.
Well, we may see that before this game is over, but they sure start him young here in Morgantown.
Why not? Well, what a job Freddie Schaus has done as the athletic director here. 13 plays is what it took. 49 yards and 4:54 the time of possession.
Yeah, that graphic is wrong. That was not a 44-yard field goal.
I'm going to defer to you.
Well, that was 39. We'll see if they'll change that.
I think that scoring drive was a little bit longer, too. More like 72 yards. Standing deep will be Harvey Smith. And that is Fulton in the end zone and smartly downs it. And that'll be it. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line with 5:26. So there is Mr. Fulton, young man, Darrell Fulton from Miami, Florida. And now the offense will take hold as Ben Reed has his team within 3. Pass interference call, putting the ball at the 6-yard line, leading to the Ballman field goal, a 24-yarder with 10:20 to play in the second quarter. And that has given West Virginia all 3 of their points. Talley will come in. Ben Reed will come in at quarterback. Remember, as Kyle mentioned that Talley can throw the ball, so you may want to look for him as an option. Taylor and Randolph are in the backfield, and Todd Fisher in at a tight end. And it is complete over here to Fisher, the tight end. First time, and now they're saying he dropped the ball.
And for all of you who are lip readers that enjoy closed caption, we apologize for what you're probably seeing. Let's take a look and see if we can make a judgment on this. McPherson totally misses his coverage, and that's why he's wide open. There's no one even close. Difficult to tell from our angle, and the man on the backside is the one that made the call, the one who had the better look. Kind of deferred, or maybe chickened out.
Taylor, and the big fullback gets nowhere. Nugent was around the ball, as well as Bill Romanowski. Taylor's had a lot of injury problems on and off. He's got those hands taped up, though, doesn't he? Boy, you should have seen the hat he had on yesterday. I mean, that hat ran from here to Washington and all the way over to Youngstown, Ohio. That is the biggest brim I've ever seen.
Doesn't get much sun on his face, does it?
I guarantee you. Special message from home, huh? 3rd down and long. Benny Reed spun down to the ground.
Eric Lindstrom again.
Lindstrom's got that uniform jersey tied up in knots down there, but that was the man. There he is.
He wants to be prepared for the belly series in case the offense runs.
you think that it was 90 degrees with about a 90% humidity the way he's running around. 4th down and 15. Lance Carrion will punt. Kelvin Martin will be deep. And Darren Flutie, who's the short man, will field it at the 47, and that's where the BC Eagles will put it in play. Well, Boston College now really getting a lot of play in the Back Bay area these days with all the success of the Red Sox and the Patriots playing in the NFL, and of course the Celtics getting ready to start the NBA season. But quietly, they have established themselves as a pretty good football team. We have 4:11 in the half, and it's 6-3 Boston College.
I just lost him. Hey, Chief, we need an 800 number.
We need more lines.
I think we need help.
I think we need a fax machine. I've been waiting for
Computer, new phones.
I think we need help.
Today, what a growing business needs most is finding out what it needs most. From long distance to phone systems to telemarketing, AT&T has the answers.
No, but we need good stuff.
I think we need help.
Call our small business specialists. We can help.
To know no boundaries, to let yourself run free. To know no boundaries is what the world should be.
your future or your children's future, our financial consultants can show you more opportunities than ever before. Because at Merrill Lynch, we believe your world should know no boundaries.
To know no boundaries.
I apologize in case you are watching our game here. We're having some audio and electrical problems here in the stadium at Morgantown, West Virginia. This afternoon, it's the Boston College Eagles.
Sean Halloran will carry it up close to the 40-yard line. Eric Lester, a linebacker, the first to be there. He gets himself 5, maybe 6 yards on it, so a 2nd and 4, and the wind has picked up considerably. Lester is a senior from Cleveland, Ohio.
Boston College now with the ball on the West Virginia 40-yard line.
Second down and 4, 6-3 BC. The ball comes loose, the helmet comes loose, and who's got it? Eric Lester comes up with the football, he's holding it high, and they're going to give it over here to West Virginia. One of the officials got knocked down in the middle of that melee. So West Virginia will take over on the fumble with 3.
You always hurt the one you love.
People have a love-hate relationship with their cars. They love them, but they don't always treat them right. Yet amazingly, over 90% of all Subarus registered since 1974 are still on the road. Now imagine how much longer they would last if people didn't love them so much. Subaru, inexpensive and built to stay that way.
Canada, where the taste of Black Label was born. Now brewed here in America. Enjoy Black Label. Great Canadian heritage at a great American price.
Miguel's 16th birthday present comes automatically.
Miguel, what is it you want?
A Porsche Carrera.
This week on Sanchez of Bel Air and on Check It Out, Howard's operation has the whole store in stitches.
It's like a vacation without the fun.
Sanchez of Bel Air and Check It Out. Today at 7, 6 Central on USA.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Move the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, the 28.
Go motion, offense, 5 yards and repeat third down.
So it's 3rd and 10 as Jack Bicknell looks on. Don Nealon has seen his defense do a pretty good job here in the first half, something they had to do. Movement along the line again, and the officials stop play before the play can get underway. This time it's offsides against West Virginia. And while the penalty is marked off, we understand that
by the defense, third down.
We understand that due to some technical problems, we have been joined by the USA Network. Steve Zabriskie along with Jack Ham welcoming you to our coverage of the game, and hopefully the situation will be rectified soon. Halloran throwing and completing to Waddle on the same play on which the penalty was called earlier. Dave Lockwood, number 41, again with the coverage. And Waddle has enough for another Boston College first down. This one right at their own 40-yard line with 1:05 remaining in the first half.
That clock stops to move the chains up, and now the clock will start again. Boston College has 2 timeouts left, under a minute.
They lead 6-3 as we near the end of the half, and Halloran drops one once again. Now under some pressure from Matt Smith, he gets away. Still looking and completes it to tight end Casparillo, and Peter Casparillo is out of bounds at the West Virginia 45. But there is another penalty flag thrown on the play, apparently against Boston College.
Sean Halloran did a good job of scrambling back there. Looked like he was going to bring down by Matt Smith. Broke that tackle, got the football downfield. But another penalty is going to bring Boston College back. They would have had a first down at the West Virginia 45.
And as often happens under these circumstances, an illegal receiver downfield as Halloran scrambled around.
Ineligible receiver downfield by the offense. First down and 15.
So the 5-yard penalty moves it back to the Boston College 35. They did have it at the West Virginia 45. So when you take away the play and add on the penalty, it's a big 20-yard loss. 44 seconds remaining in the half. Halloran again with good protection, but nobody open. So he hoofs it out near midfield, run out of bounds short of the 50-yard line, and busted on the sidelines. Robert Pickett, 45, running him out. And Jack Bicknell complaining to the officials that the hit took place out of bounds.
Right now, West Virginia is dropping off 8 people, rushing only 3, giving Halloran 8 defenders to look at downfield when he tries to complete a pass. Could not find anyone open. Looks like he got about a half a yard short of the first down right now with 36 seconds left. They still have those 2 timeouts.
In addition to complaining about the play, Bicknell got himself tangled up in his headphone cable. And the chains are tangled up in the cables, and now they're having to ask for an official's timeout so they can get everything reset. So Pickett and Halloran went out there and took everybody with them, and now they finally get the measurement. You can see that it's just inches short.
Well, that's why they have a 3-yard barrier. See that white line over there, keep the coaches and the players back from the field. So when a player does come out of bounds like Sean Halloran did on that play, you don't get tangled up not only the chains but also players over there as well.
It's going to be 2nd down and inches to go. The ball just shy of the midfield stripe. 36 seconds remain in the half.